All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am VC Pramod. The headlines. Campaigning for second phase of assembly elections in Gujarat to end this evening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi shares breathtaking images of Gujarat sent by newly launched satellite OceanSat-3. President Draupadi Murmu to confer national awards for outstanding contribution towards empowerment of Divyangjan today. CBI summons Telangana Chief Minister's daughter K. Kavita for questioning in connection with Delhi liquor policy scam. US President Joe Biden says he will support Prime Minister Modi during India's G20 presidency. And in FIFA World Cup, Switzerland beat Serbia 3-2 to reach last 16. Brazil qualify despite 1-0 loss to Cameroon. Knockout stage to start today. In Gujarat, campaigning for the second phase of polls will conclude this evening. All political parties will make last efforts today to woo voters before the deadline. Polling in this phase will cover 93 seats in 14 districts of the state. Polling will be held on Monday. Several senior BJP leaders, including UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, Union Ministers Smriti Irani and Purushottam Rupala, will hold rallies and roadshows. AAP leader and Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, MP Sanjay Singh and local leader Alpesh Khatiriya, State Congress Chief Jagdish Thakur, MP Shakti Singh Gohil will make final efforts today at multiple places. More from our correspondent.
The BJP and Aam Aadmi Party have fielded candidates in all the 93 seats in this phase, while the Congress has put up 90 candidates and the remaining seats left to the NCP. There are 69 women candidates and a total of 285 independent candidates in the race too. For the ruling BJP, Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel, Senior Minister Rishikesh Patel, along with Hardik Patel and Alpesh Thakur are in the contest in the second phase. For the Congress, leader of the opposition Sukhram Rashwa and Jignesh Mamani, Aam Aadmi Party leaders Bharat Singh Vakhala and Bhema Bhai Chaudhary are in the fray. With Aparna, this is Manas Pratim Sharma, AR News, Ahmedabad.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has shared the breathtaking satellite images of Gujarat sent by the newly launched OceanSat-3 from space. Sharing the crystal-clear coloured images, Mr. Modi said these advances in the world of space technology will help the country to better predict cyclones and promote our coastal economy. OceanSat-3, codenamed EOS-06, sent the images of Gujarat's Kutch, the Arabian Sea and the Himalayan range on November 29th, just 3 days after it was launched last Saturday. In his Mann Ki Baat on November 28th, Prime Minister had praised the PSLV C-54 launch and mentioned how India launched a satellite for Bhutan, which was jointly developed with ISRO's help. Mr. Modi also talked about the exponential growth in the space sector of late due to the significant role played by private players and a new excitement among youth of India who are thinking big and achieving big in the sector.
आप कल्पना कर सकते हैं कि जो बच्चे कभी चांद तारों को देखकर आसमान में आकृतियां बनाया करते थे, उन्हें अब भारत में ही रॉकेट बनाने का मौका मिल रहा है। स्पेस को प्राइवेट सेक्टर के लिए खोले जाने के बाद युवाओं के ये सपने भी साकार हो रहे हैं। रॉकेट बना रहे ये युवा मानो कह रहे हैं, स्काई इज नॉट द लिमिट। साथियों, भारत स्पेस के सेक्टर में अपनी सफलता अपने पड़ोसी देशों से भी साझा कर रहा है। भारत ने एक सैटेलाइट लॉन्च की जिसे भारत और भूटान ने मिलकर डेवलप किया है। ये सैटेलाइट बहुत ही अच्छे रिजोल्यूशन की तस्वीरें भेजेगी, जिसे भूटान को अपने प्राकृतिक संसाधनों के प्रबंधन में मदद मिलेगी। इस सैटेलाइट की लॉन्चिंग भारत भूटान के मजबूत संबंधों का प्रतिबिंब है।
President Draupadi Murmu will be the chief guest at ceremony to celebrate the International Day of Persons with Disabilities in Delhi today. The event is being organized by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. President Murmu will confer the annual national awards on individuals, institutions, organizations and states and districts for their outstanding achievements and work towards the empowerment of persons with disabilities. Social Justice and Empowerment Minister Dr. Virendra Kumar will preside over the function. The ministry confers these awards for outstanding achievements and work done towards empowerment of persons with disabilities every year. The national awards for the empowerment of persons with disabilities for the year 2021 and 2022 are being given under various categories, including Sarvashresht Divyangjan, Shresht Divyangjan and Shresht Divyang Bal Balika. We have a report.
International Day of Persons with Disabilities is observed across the world on 3rd December. It aims at highlighting the issues of persons with disabilities, ensuring their fundamental rights and upholding their dignity and welfare. In India, the central government is striving hard to build an inclusive society in which equal opportunities are provided for the development of Divyangjan so that they can lead productive, safe and dignified life in the society. For this, the central government is implementing various schemes like Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan and National Action Plan for Skill Development. Bhupendra Singh, AIR News, Delhi.
The Central Bureau of Investigation has summoned Telangana Chief Minister's daughter K. Kavita for questioning in connection with the Delhi liquor policy scam. The CBI has asked her to appear before it either in New Delhi or in Hyderabad on Tuesday. The CBI is probing alleged irregularities in formulating and implementing Delhi excise policy by Aam Aadmi Party government. Kavita, who is a member of Telangana Legislative Council, has been named as one of the members of South Group. As per Enforcement Directorate's remand report, businessman Vijay Nair, who is already arrested in the case, received bribes of 100 crore rupees on behalf of AAP leaders from a group called the South Group. In a statement, Kavita said that she has informed the probe agency that she can meet the CBI sleuths at her residence in Hyderabad on Tuesday. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. US President Joe Biden has said that he is looking forward to supporting his friend Prime Minister Narendra Modi during India's G20 presidency. Describing India as a strong partner of the United States, President Biden said that together the two countries will advance sustainable and inclusive growth while tackling shared challenges like the climate, energy and food crisis. India formally took over the G20 presidency on the 1st of this month for a period of 1 year. All India Radio will broadcast the annual edition of Dr. Rajendra Prasad Memorial Lecture today. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla will deliver the address. It will be broadcast at 9:30 p.m. across the entire network of All India Radio. Listeners can tune in to 100.1 FM Gold, 102.6 FM Rainbow, primary channels of All India Radio, and at the rate AIR News Alerts on Twitter, News on AIR Official, YouTube channel, and News on AIR app to access the broadcast. Doordarshan News will telecast Dr. Rajendra Prasad Memorial Lecture from 10:30 p.m. onwards the same day. The theme this year is Amrit Kal Mein Bharatiyata, to coincide with the 75 years of India's independence.
आकाशवाणी का प्रतिष्ठित कार्यक्रम डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद स्मारक व्याख्यान इस वर्ष का विषय है अमृत काल में भारतीयता, विविध रंगी सांस्कृतिक विरासत का सम्मान। वक्ता माननीय लोकसभा अध्यक्ष श्री ओम बिरला।
तमिलनाडु का भरतनाट्यम हो या केरल का कथकली या लखनऊ जयपुर का कथक हो या फिर असम का बिहू हो, ऐसी सभी शास्त्रीय और लोक कलाओं ने सामाजिक ताने बाने को मजबूत किया है। इनके जरिए हम एक रहे हैं।
सुनना ना भूलें 3 दिसंबर को रात 9:30 बजे आकाशवाणी के राष्ट्रीय नेटवर्क पर।
In Jammu and Kashmir, as part of My Town, My Pride 2.0 campaign of the Union Territory Government, the Jammu Development Authority JDA launched e-services for transfer of JDA assets, application for permission to mortgage and application for permission for execution of conveyance deed. AIR Jammu correspondent reports that the e-services were a sequel to Jammu and Kashmir government's resolve of providing transparent and effective service delivery to the citizens at their doorsteps. Government schools in Delhi will remain closed today in view of the poll preparation for the Municipal Corporation of Delhi MCD elections on Sunday. In a circular, Directorate of Education said government schools in the national capital will remain open on December 10th, the second Saturday of the month. Earnings of the Indian Railways have increased 76% in passenger segment during April to November this year. During these months, the railways earned more than 43,000 crore rupees in comparison to over 24,000 crore rupees revenue earned during the same period last year. Railways generated revenue worth 34,303 crore rupees in the last 8 months in the reserved passenger segment. It marks a growth of 50% in comparison to the corresponding period last year. During the period, Railways also registered revenue growth of 422% in unreserved passenger segment. The Coal Ministry today said that there has been record coal production and dispatch during April to November this year. Coal production increased by 17% to 524 million tons during the period as compared to 447 million ton production during the same period of the previous year. This is an increase of over 16%. With an objective to enhancing coal production capacity, Coal Ministry has put 141 new coal blocks for commercial auction. In FIFA World Cup, Switzerland advanced to the round of 16 from Group G, defeating Serbia 3-2 at Stadium 974 in Ras Abu Abaud last night. Shaqiri scored the first goal for Switzerland, but Mitrovic and Vlahovic turned the game around for Serbia. Later, Embolo equalized and Frula put the Swiss ahead. We have a report.
After a stalemate of 90 minutes, Vincent Abubakar scored for Cameroon in added time to steal a famous 1-0 win over Brazil. Cameroon became the first African nation to beat Brazil at the World Cup. But Brazil still go through as group toppers and will be facing South Korea. In another match, Switzerland scraped past Serbia with a 3-2 win and they joined Brazil in the round of 16. Switzerland will take on Portugal. Earlier, two first-half goals from Georgian De Arrascaeta secured the win of Uruguay. But it was not enough for a place in the round of 16. As South Korea's shock 2-1 win over Portugal helped it edge through on goals scored. So both Ghana and Uruguay have crashed out of the 2022 World Cup. With Pratyush Ghosh, this is Raina, AIR News, New Delhi.
The round 16 will start today. In the first match of the round of 16, Netherlands will lock horns with the USA. National Anti-Doping Agency of India, NADA, is developing apps to assist athletes to verify medicines with prohibited substances. Attending the Inclusive Conclave in New Delhi, NADA Director General and CEO Ritu Sen said that the anti-doping program is inclusive and athletes with disabilities remain at its core. Speaking at the occasion, Youth Affairs and Sports Secretary Sujata Chaturvedi said that anti-doping cannot be ignored while the country is striving for excellence in sports. NADA India is also in the process of sensitizing 20 dope control officers to specialize in collecting samples of athletes with disabilities in keeping with the different needs. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Prashant.
Thank you, Pramod. All dailies have covered the story of Goldeep Brar, who is believed to be the mastermind behind the killing of singer Sidhu Moosewala. The papers add that he was apprehended in California. ISRO scientist frame up, SC quashes officials' bail is the lead story in The Hindu. SC quashes bail to 4 for framing ISRO scientist is the lead in The Pioneer on the Supreme Court's quashing the granting of anticipatory bail to 4 senior police officers. U.S. designates 4 Qaeda Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan members global terrorists is a front-page story in the Tribune. U.S. lists 4 leaders of Al-Qaeda and the Pakistani Taliban groups as global terrorists, informs the Asian Age. 360 million WhatsApp numbers from 108 nations leaked on the dark web's story, according to Checkpoint Home, a cybersecurity research firm, is a story covered in the Hindu Business Line, the Hindustan Times and the Indian Express. And finally, the Hindu Business Line writes, SBI has a report which says it's cheapest to live in India than the US, UK and Germany.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Campaigning for second phase of assembly elections in Gujarat to end this evening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi shares breathtaking images of Gujarat sent by newly launched satellite OceanSat-3. President Draupadi Murmu to confer national awards for outstanding contribution towards empowerment of Divyangjang today. CBI summons Telangana Chief Minister's daughter K. Kavita for questioning in connection with Delhi liquor policy scam. US President Joe Biden says he will support Prime Minister Modi during India's G20 presidency. And in FIFA World Cup, Switzerland beat Serbia 3-2 to reach last 16. Brazil qualified despite 1-0 loss to Cameroon. Knockout stage to start today. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.